Greetings, listeners, and welcome to Season 3, Episode 2 of Did That Really Happen?, where we explore strange, interesting, and vague moments in history in an effort to separate fact from fiction. If you've ever sat through a history class, you likely heard of King Xerxes of Persia, but what you probably didn't hear was how he once got so angry at the sea that he ordered his army to punish it. Did that really happen? Let's find out. Xerxes I, commonly referred to as Xerxes the Great, ruled the Persian kingdom in the 5th century. He is best known for organizing the huge invasion of Greece, marked by the illustrious Battle of Thermopylae. He is also well known for some of his stranger deeds, such as imposing a penalty on the sea. But before we address the odd issue of trying to punish the sea, let's take a look at Xerxes' background. The mother of King Xerxes had a significant impact on the Persian royal court. She held an uncontested position within the kingdom because she had served as queen under both Cyrus the Great and Darius I. She played a crucial part in bolstering her son Xerxes' claim to the throne after her husband Darius passed away in 486 BC. She used cunning palace tactics to ensure that her son gained the support of important nobles and military commanders. Later, after ascending to the throne of Persia, King Xerxes became well known for his womanizing. Throughout his reign, he was known for having several affairs with women across the empire. Because of this, Xerxes I frequently caused scandal and unrest inside the empire, which was not something the nobles enjoyed. Despite his flaws, Xerxes greatly benefited his empire by acknowledging the right to happiness. He actually recognized the value of his subjects' contentment while he was in power. That was something very unique at the time. Xerxes held that a contented populace would result in a rich and secure monarchy. And as a result, he put policies into place to bolster the happiness and well-being of all of his people. Xerxes the Great also encouraged religious tolerance and honored various religious views across his realm. This actually made it possible for people of all backgrounds to freely practice their religion without fear of repression or prosecution. That was also something unique for the time. He also demonstrated his dominance by putting down uprisings in both Egypt and Babylon. These vital areas of his enormous kingdom saw rebellions throughout his reign from 486 BC to 465 BC. Xerxes immediately put an end to the uprisings and kept control of these areas by taking decisive action. It's clear that Xerxes had grand ambitions. Many times he did what was best for the Persian Empire. Other times, his somewhat erratic behavior caused big problems. And that brings us back to the time that Xerxes decided to exact vengeance upon the sea. So, during his campaign to invade Greece, his massive army traveled to the Hellespont Strait, which separates Asia from Europe, and this happened in around 480 BC. Xerxes gave the order to build a pontoon bridge across the three-quarter-mile strait in order to quickly transport his army into Greece. But a storm swept in and damaged the bridge before his army could cross it. Xerxes, known for his temper, was furious with the sea and ordered his soldiers to punish it by lashing it 300 times with chains and then jabbing it with hot irons. Additionally, handcuffs were thrown into the ocean to represent the sea's subjection to Xerxes' rule. Finally, he gave the order to have the bridge's engineering team beheaded. It's a bit harsh if you ask me. The bridge was then reconstructed, according to the ancient Greek historian Herodotus, who wrote about it in his histories. Papyrus and flax ropes were used to bind more than 600 ships together in order to finally span the continents. It took Xerxes' army 7 days and nights to cross the strait. Tragically, it was all in vain for Xerxes. The Persians were soundly defeated by the Greeks, and when the Persians turned around to head back to the bridge, they saw that it had been destroyed yet again. Definitely a bad sign. So, did Xerxes the Great actually punish the sea? Yeah, it happened. Thank you so much for joining me today on Did That Really Happen? I'm your host, William Denton, and I'll see you on our next episode.